This is me before I started working out. And this is me today. It's taken me over 10 years to get from here to here. And over the course of these 10 years, I've learned a lot of secret tips and tricks that is gonna get you here a hell of a lot faster than it took me. So get ready, because in this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 secret tips that I've used to achieve an aesthetic body and that you'll be able to apply today. Let's get into it. But before I even tell you about these 3 secret tips, I wanna give you a little bonus foundational tip, because I see a lot of people making this mistake time and time again. And when I'm in the gym, I get a lot of people coming up to me asking me, how do I look like you? How do I lift that much? How do I get bigger muscles in a specific area? And the number one thing I always tell people is that there really is no magic formula here. There's no secret pill that's just gonna get you your dream body in a couple weeks with minimal effort. And if someone is telling you that this is the case, stop listening to them, because they're lying to you and they're definitely killing your long-term potential gains. The cold, hard truth is that the process of working out is actually very easy, and it's as simple and definite as 1 + 1 = 2, as long as you put in the work and don't stop. Now, of course, I'm not saying that there aren't specific things that you can do to optimize your workouts and get these gains quicker, because there definitely are, and I'm going to tell you about some of them in a bit. But I am saying that for everything that I'm about to tell you to work, you have to show up consistently. Without consistency, nothing is going to help you get that aesthetic body that you want. And in all honesty, the only thing that is stopping you is how consistent you're either willing or not willing to be. I want you to remember moving forward that the space between who you are now and your aesthetic body is really just time plus consistent action. If you can put in enough consistent actions over a long enough period of time without quitting, you will achieve your aesthetic body, 100% guaranteed. Remember, this is as simple as 1 + 1 = 2. Secret tip number 1, getting a good workout is not as important as you think when it comes to achieving your aesthetic body. Now, of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't be focused on getting a good workout, because you should. What I am saying though is that you shouldn't only be focused on getting a good workout, because this is a mistake I see a lot of beginners and even long-time gym goers making that can seriously affect the progress you're making towards your aesthetic body. Let's say this is you and you're getting a great workout. You're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're admiring the post-workout pump you got, and you're feeling good. But directly afterwards, you go out for drinks and fast food with your friends. Next thing you know, you've been out for hours. You're taking shots after shots. And the next memory you have is you waking up in your bed the next day, hungover, feeling like shit, with no idea of how you even got back to your house. I know this is an extreme example, and some of you are definitely like, what's wrong with that? But do you see where the mistakes were made here? You were able to get a great workout, which is awesome. But after your workout, you didn't do the next steps in the equation of getting your dream body, which was supporting your workouts with a healthy lifestyle. And this is a big secret tip, because most people don't realize that their body is a reflection of what they put into it. Luckily, most people can understand that the physical things they do to their body can have an effect on it, but it's actually a minority of people who understand that the body isn't just physical. It is mental, emotional, and also spiritual, and what you put into these other aspects can actually end up having a bigger effect on your body than the physical. If you're working on your body physically, that's amazing. You should be proud of yourself, but you also have to remember to work on it mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. If you go and ingest things that aren't good for you, surround yourself in a potentially negative environment, and involve yourself in situations that usually don't make yourself feel good in the end, you'll ultimately be hindering your progress and your long-term gains. And sure, the scenario I painted sounds like a fun night, and I'm not saying not to have fun every now and then, but if you really want to achieve an aesthetic body, you're going to have to acknowledge that the majority of the time, you're just gonna have to be living a healthy lifestyle. I like to apply the 80-20 rule here. 80% of the time, you want to be doing what is best for you, and 20% of the time, it's fine to fuck around. But during that 80% of the time, you're going to need to be getting great sleep, eating high quality, healthy, protein-rich food, working towards building a healthy self image and cutting out, or at least limiting, potentially negative things in your life. And of course, during the other 20%, do what you want. Now, if you guys have any brief questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're really serious and you want me to personally help you out with any issues you may be having in your life, sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. Also, make sure to download my free ebook that I made to specifically help you navigate and understand the 10 secret stages of success you'll 100% be going through on the way to achieving your dreams. You can find the links to both of these in the description and the pinned comments down below. Now, the second secret tip that you're going to want to apply is learning to track your progress. And this is a tip I wish I had known from the beginning, because I can tell you now that if I had known this tip from the start, I probably could have gotten my aesthetic body so much quicker. Probably years quicker. Before this tip, I was plateauing for years. But when I actively started recording my workouts and implementing progressive overload, not only did my strength gains shoot up, but my body gains, in terms of its looks, shot up as well. So if you're currently going or thinking about going to the gym, this is a secret you literally need to incorporate. And you might be thinking, man, I don't want to go through all the trouble of recording my workouts. And I understand completely, because I was in the same boat. I literally used to see people bringing a pen and notebook to the gym and recording their workouts after each set, which is something I would hate to do. And that was honestly probably one of the biggest reasons why it took me so long to start recording my own workouts. Luckily for you and I though, we live in 2024, and you no longer have to bring a pen and a notebook to the gym if you want to record your workouts. Because in the age of technology, we can just do it all on our phones. And that's exactly what I do. Now, I'm not sponsored by these guys yet, I just love this app. But I personally use the Strong app on my phone to record my workouts. And I've been using it for several years at this point, and it has not failed me once. It also has a paid version. You can get it if you want. I don't personally think it's necessary, so I stick with the free version, because the free version gives you access to tons of exercises filtered by muscle groups that you can do today, and allows you to create custom gym routines with these individual exercises listed in the app. Most importantly though, it allows you to record and track your workouts week by week, so you can monitor your progress and help get these gains. And I can't stress this enough, guys. If you're not tracking your workouts, you may as well be shooting yourself in the foot if you really are trying to achieve an aesthetic body. Obviously, there are tons of other online workout apps and methods that will allow you to track your progress. This is just the method I've personally found to be the most effective and most efficient in my experience. Secret tip number 3, stop comparing yourself to other people. For me personally, this was actually something I got very lucky with, because I somehow just knew not to compare myself with other people. And whenever I did start to do it, I'd always remind myself that it's me versus who I was yesterday. Whenever I'm in the gym, I'm my only competition, no one else. And this is what you need to do when you're in the gym as well. A lot of people will go to the gym and see so many different types of people at varying levels of success in terms of how they look, and subconsciously sabotage themselves before they even start. Not to mention that everybody's body is different, and some people gain quickly while other people gain slowly. It's also not the easiest to tell how long someone's been going to the gym. You could literally be comparing yourself to someone who's been going for years without even realizing it when you only just started. So it really makes no sense at all to look at someone, compare yourself to them, and sabotage yourself by causing yourself to feel worse and demotivated. It's completely okay to look at someone and learn from them, but to compare yourself to them is really oftentimes just a losing battle. Because let's face it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be comparing yourself to someone who you feel has a better body than you. If you haven't realized this, just think about it. We rarely ever compare ourselves to people who we feel are in a worse situation than us. And I know this is a workout video, but honestly, just as a life lesson, you should only be comparing you to the past you in most scenarios and in general. Remember, you are only competing with you. When you walk in the gym or wherever you go to work out, it's only you in there, no one else. And I know this seems simple, but it's actually very powerful, because if you can adopt this mindset early, your gains are going to come a lot quicker. Because instead of focusing on what other people have when you go to the gym, you're going to be focusing on how you improve and how you're improving. This is going to help you mentally shift into a positive upward cycle. And when you're in a positive upward cycle, you're having fun. This is where you want to be. You don't want to be going to the gym and feeling miserable like most people, because the worse you feel, the harder it's ultimately going to be to stay consistent. And like I said at the start, staying consistent is the #1 most important thing here. I'm at a point in my mindset that when I go to the gym, I have the best body in there. And this isn't coming from a place of arrogance or ego. It's coming from a space of me seeing myself win against the past me time and time again, and build up my body over the course of years. So when I go to the gym, I'm not looking at anyone else or comparing myself to anyone else. Objectively, maybe other people do have a better body than me, but in my perception, it's just me versus me in there, and I've already beat me, so I've already won. Everything else is just icing on the cake. And you can get to this point as well by comparing you to the past you and no one else. Now, if you can apply these 3 secret steps into your routine, it's only a matter of time plus consistent actions until you know that you can beat you as well and achieve your aesthetic body. But if you want some more tips on how to achieve an aesthetic body that focuses on mistakes you could be making right now, check out this video here.